Hi folks, and welcome to this week's Skippy track guide at Suzuka West, which is basically Suzuka cut in half. You miss out all the the last chicane, start, finish straight, turn 1, turn 2, and then all the S's. The only thing that's really different in this is obviously where you leave the end of one track to the start of the other, which is two quite tricky right-handers, but we'll gloss over that and we'll catch that in the actual guide. A few announcements. This will be my last Skippy guide for a while. We switch over to the Ferrari and I believe the Radical. Check out my Discord, there is a schedule there of what track guides I am actually doing. The reason is that I've already done the next few weeks of Skippy guides, so check out the playlist that will be linked at the end of the video and down below if you are looking for them as well. Otherwise, I'm going to try and load up the B-Lap and O-Lap files. They'll be on Discord as well. Link will be down below. Yeah, someone mentioned it on a forum. Put it up there. Put it up there. There we go. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It gives you guys a little bit of help. I'm also going to try and run the telemetry file, but I ran telemetry for the whole session, so I think it's pretty pointless giving you all of that because there was a few spins. So I'll try and cut it down to the 1 lap if that is at all possible, but if so, that'll be on there as well. Otherwise, let's crack on to this, and you can see I did a fair few laps. I did enjoy this, to be honest. Can you see that above my head? Ever so slightly. This one just in red here is a 1:28.785, which is, I'm quite happy about that. The last 4 or 5 laps there were all in the high 28, so yeah, mid to high 28s I would like to get. That would be more aiming, but it'll be more high 28s, low 29s that I think I'll be actually hitting in race time. Track info for you, 79 Fahrenheit, degrees will be above my head again, and track usage 45% as well, which is moderate usage, which we should see in the race. Generally the races are a little bit grippier. Otherwise, guys, I think that's everything. Otherwise, we'll crack on with the guide. Right then, so coming across the start-finish line, and we're coming into turn 1, which is technically third to last corner, is it, on the normal layout, and it's 130R, which is a lovely tricky one. We're going a little bit quicker because for some reason Race Labs, which is the app that I use, wasn't able to do it at 8 speed, so we're doing it at 4 speed, so a little quicker. Anyway, 50 board, we are starting to lift off and turn in here. Very tricky on cold tyres, but as it warms up, get a good line, easy on the steering wheel, and you should be through there, no problem. Careful of the curb. Sometimes it can seem to be made of ice, which is not nice. 100-meter board, we are breaking down in for turn 2 and 3. First gear corners, the first one is quite tight. You can cut the grass a little bit, but don't go too much on there. You will get an off track. And this second one at the end of the curb and start turning in, just a lift / stab of brake. There is a slowdown, so don't cut that too much. It's a second, so really harsh, I feel, that one. So just be warned about it. Coming down into turns 4 and 5. Now 4, we're normally in 5th gear, normally knocking it down to 4th gear. This one you can virtually take flat out at the 50 board. Slight lift you can see there. Cold tyres, maybe a dab of brake on the way in. Get a decent exit on the curbing. As the curbing grey area starts to end and the curbing gets lighter, start breaking down into 3rd. Loads of apex curb, really smash it. Careful on exit. If you nick some more of that AstroTurf, it is a off track, which is a real pain in the rear. Quick speed up now, and we're coming into the hairpin. Really awkward, and definitely have to get your braking zone right here. So coming around this little kink, and we're trying to spot our braking zone, which is kind of end of the white barrier where that lamppost is, and braking straight line down to 1st gear. Try and get a mid to late apex, try and straight line it as best you can. And we're definitely going to speed this one up now because this is a long full throttle zone. I definitely think that this west layout is a bit better suited to the Skippy. It's got this little slipstream bit here and obviously down the start finish straight, and really that is it, whereas the full circuit has a massive start finish straight. But as we come around here, we're hunting for this little service road, and we're slamming on the brakes as we turn into apex. We really drive this into the apex, down to 3rd gear. You can take a little bit of curb, but really want to focus on the exit. You want to come out wide, and just as we meet the curb, brake again. You can kind of take this in 2nd or 3rd. You can see I have a big lift there, which isn't ideal. So you can take a little more curb on the apex as well, but generally focus on the exit. Get on full throttle as early as you can and safely. Don't use the green AstroTurf because again it is another off track, which is a bit of a killer. And that is us done and dusted. It seems quite quick, this one. 1 minute 30 lap times, and it does help that I'm running this at 4x speed instead of 8x, so definitely less time waffling, more time driving. So that is us across the line with a 1:28.785, and yeah, quite happy, quite enjoyed the circuit, glad I did the track guide for her. Should be pretty good for Skippy, and there's 2 places to slipstream, and there's definitely places to have crashes and incidents and pain in the rears like that. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this. As I say, all the stuff should be in the Discord, so and as always, follow on my other social medias, and yeah, the chase cam and cockpit cam are to follow at full pace. Otherwise, stay safe out there, catch you on the next one.